It's me, Kev. I'm sorry, Kevin. Will you marry me? Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play a game that's part of the Stained Red Yandere Game Jam called Our Love is Electrifying. Get up. I don't wanna. Cool. What's your name? I opened my eyes to see a weird-looking person in front of me. They looked annoyed. Do you have little horns? Are you a satyr? Their voice echoed like we were in an empty house. Confused, I looked around myself. Stars and galaxies surrounded me. Cool. There was a terrifying creaking coming from all around. I felt like I was submerged underwater. Name. Now. I am Espoir. It means hope in French. I'm Espoir, I think. Yep. They wrote something down on a clipboard. Who are you? They ignored my question and continued writing. Okay. What do we have today? The creature read something on their clipboard. First time? Have fun. I am confused. What are you talking about? Forget it. They started to ask me more and more questions about myself. Just don't ask me where I got the name from. That's a long story. Ooh. Oops. Oh. The stranger nodded as they wrote down everything in their clipboard. What the heck is going on? They sighed with relief. Just one more thing and we're done. Pronouns? My pronouns. She, her. They sighed with relief as they jotted down one last thing in their clipboard. Perfect. They looked up from their clipboard and just stared at me for a moment. A smile crawled across their face. Has anyone ever told you that you have an unfortunate face? No? Is that bad? I glared at them. What? Who hurt you? Yeah, who hurt you, buddy? I don't even know who you are. Let's keep it that way. Violence! Wait, did you just draw a dog? They lifted up their clipboard and whacked me in the head with it. The audacity. I was then shoved to the ground, cruelly. Get the heck out of here. I know how I got the heck here. They waved at me, condescendingly. Bye-bye for now. My head hurt badly, and my vision was fading. You didn't need to whack me. I just got here. You asked me my pronouns and then you hit me. The save points are little doggo things. I keep seeing something about dingoes. Are we gonna meet an angry dingo? My heart was thumping as I woke up. I sat up and looked around. It was so early. The sun wasn't even up yet. What was that dream? I could hear the birds quietly chirping and singing outside. I yawned and grabbed my phone to see the time. Lovar? Don't forget to check your incoming likes. Okay. 5:55 a.m. I stared at the single notification on my phone. It was for another crappy dating app I was trying out. A reminder to check my new likes. Oh. Doubt. I've always been on my own, which I thought I was okay with at first. But now, it feels like it physically hurts me being so isolated and alone. I sucked in a deep breath and sighed before opening the app up and checking my likes. Oh gee, thanks. No likes. Keep trying. Yeah. 0 likes, as always. Tears started to well up in my eyes as I stared at the screen. Was I really that unlovable? I put my phone down and wiped my face. My phone dinged with a notification from the app, asking me to check my likes once again. Really? I angrily picked my phone back up to delete the app. Someone super liked you. Stop asking me to check my darn Oh. Someone had super liked me. There's the like, and then there's the super like. What's a super like? I quickly opened the app up again, excited to see who was so interested in me. Aww. Kevin, electrician, he, they. His name is Kevin. He's a Sparky. Sparky? Their age was hidden, but they looked like they were in their 30s maybe. I looked at his main photo. His hair is dirty blonde and tied up into a very messy bun. His skin is sun-kissed and freckled. Their smile is bright and lively, and their eyes were that gorgeous golden brown color. His eyes are sweet and innocent, like a puppy's. I was just about to say, he looks like a pretty good guy, but you're calling him innocent, and you don't know what kind of game you're in. I looked at his bio. Things I'd do for my partner every day. I'd fetch you gifts that remind me of you. Aww. I would bake you treats and cook dinner for us. I'd remind you of how special you are to me. And I would guard you with my lives. Is there a reason why that's plural? Cute. The music he picked for his profile was a love song about sweet memories. I swiped over to his photo. Cute. Him working on his bike. Haha, they definitely pulled down their shirt for that photo. He has a custom number on his plate. Dingo. Again with the dingoes. Are you secretly a dingo man? Cool. Them grilling some steaks on a Barbie. It just occurred to me, are we in Australia? Why is the photo cropped weirdly? Well, maybe you didn't want to get so close to the grill. Nothing suspicious there. Huh. A classic fish guy photo. Oh. He seems adorable. Him at work. I could tell by the big grin that they were doing something they shouldn't be. Aw. Oh, he seems like a great guy. Him and a tiny cat. It sat on their shoulder and rubbed their face lovingly. Oh, how sweet. Rough day. Aw. Him doing arts and crafts. There was glitter on his face. Did he have humongous claws? Is he cosplaying here? Them in a sci-fi looking costume. Wow, they're pretty creative. My phone dinged with a text from him. G'day. Oh no. I know I should be looking for red flags, but he looks so sweet and fun. He looks like sweet baby. Stared at the screen before putting it down. Should I text back? Sure, yeah. Why is this bolder than saying no? Can't hurt to try. Hey. You're up early. Him cute. Yep, my sleep schedule is whack right now. How are you? Tired, but well. Me too. So, what are you doing up so early? Watching something. But what do you mean, watching? What you watching? Better not be me. What show? He took a moment to respond. House painting techniques. Neat. Are you gonna paint your walls? Thinking of it. Just can't decide on a color. What is the best color? The best color? Well, I think it's that one green that's like really nice. Ooh. Yeah. I like this teal, this aqua. I like blue. The lighter one. A fine color. I think I might just go for that color. Show me when you're done. Of course. What's with your number plate? Oh, I just really like dingoes. Oh, nice. They're the unpettable pups. I was kinda hoping they'd reveal something cool about themselves. Like they were some sort of dingo tamer or something. Can you tame dingoes? Actually, that brings me to my next question. What's your favorite animal? Foxes, pigs, elephants are neat. Oh dear. Crocs. I love crocs. Dog, cats, birds, bunnies, horses, cows, jellyfish. Fish? Haha, I do not. Crocs. I like crocs. I like snakes. I'm terrified of them. I like possum. I like roos. I like all the animals. Rats, hamsters, tigers, bears, deer, fox. I think foxes are my favorite, though. What, no pigs? Really? No piggies? I like foxes. I like foxes. I love them, too. I love how colorful they can be. Me, too. Aww. Aww. I sat up, stretched, then turned on my lamp. You seem so lovely. I'd really like to meet you in person. I put the phone down. Aw, my thing is slowly changing. Neat. That's neat, I like that. He was doing a lot of small talk. I rolled my eyes. They probably just want to hook up. Well, yeah. I squinted at his profile picture as if I was really looking at him. Do you want to have sex with me? I mean, we did just kind of meet, but you don't know me that well. What? I put the phone down and sucked in a deep breath. Wait, are you asking? Or are you asking because you want to main character? Why did I say it like that? I mean, sorry. I'm half asleep. What I meant to say is that I don't want to just hook up. Oh. Well, you're in luck then, because I'd love to go on a date with you. Like an actual date? Yeah, what else? Where would you want to go? There's this nice park. He sent me a link to a park that was super close by. Convenient. That definitely works for me. Perfect. You want roses? Yes. Let's meet tomorrow. I put my phone down and hummed. That's really soon to be meeting up with a stranger. I shrugged it off. It's a busy park. If anything did happen, I can get help. Are you sure about that? Yeah, that works. What time? I've got work in the Avo. How is 7 a.m.? Oh, it's really early. So early. Early, but I'll manage. I yawned. I'm going to get some more rest now. Good night, Kevin. Oh, alrighty. Good night, mate. I should be getting some rest, too. Oh, night. He seems like sweetheart. Nothing suspicious here. All of these flags seem neutral so far. I put my phone down, turned out the light, and went back to bed. How nice, how sweet, how lovely. Hey, puppy. Do you have someplace to be? Puppy? I woke up sweaty late in the afternoon. Another weird dream. I rolled around in bed, not wanting to get up. Oh, Kevin. I grabbed my phone excitedly and checked to see if they had texted me. No new texts. I frowned. Oh, wait, it just isn't loading. One new text. I rolled my eyes. Stupid old copper internet cables making me feel unloved. Yeah, what huge fingernails you have. I mean, I love a man with black nail polish, but gulp. You look like you're going to rend something. It was a photo from Kevin. He had just finished painting a room. Oh. Looks awesome. I'm glad. I should get to know him a little better before our date. Ask about the kitty, his work, his costume, or his bike. Can I ask all of these? I'm most curious about the costume. I like your costume. It's so cool. What game is it from? You like it? It's real metal, and I can show you it sometime. I'd like that, but Kevin, what game is it from? Or is it an OC? Right, sorry. They took a moment to respond. Sorry, mate. Can't remember it. I'll tell you when I do. I've got to make a move. Are you dodging the question? Talk soon. Are you hiding your power level from me? Don't hide your power level, Kevin. You can show me just how strong of a nerd you really are. Okay, see ya. I put my phone down and sighed with content. It's nice to just talk to someone. Yeah. I lazily went about my day. It was a Saturday after all. The bright sun was partially covered by soft clouds, keeping the temperature pleasantly warm. What should I do for the rest of the day? Ooh. Birds? Why does the burb have a knife? Box? Ooh. Bake? Ooh. Journaling? I do all these things. Birds with knife included. Let's bake something nice. Let's bake something fun. I could bake something for the date tomorrow. I went into my kitchen. Cookies. Simple and sweet. Yeah. Bring that boy some cookies. Boys love cookies. Oh. I spent the afternoon baking. Macadamia and chocolate chip cookies. Ooh. Oh wait, macadamia? That's a nut. I don't like nuts. They smelled really good. I sat on the couch, relaxing for a bit. My phone dinged, and I quickly pulled it out of my pocket. How was your day, cutie? Oh, we've only known each other for like 1 or 2 days. You're already calling me cutie. Nothing much, just an easy day. I baked today. What'd you bake? Cookies. Yummas. How was your day? Mine went well. Big drive, set up some furniture. Nice. Where did you go? They took a while to respond again. Just a ride to clear my head. I'm excited to meet you tomorrow, Espoir. I can't wait to meet you too. Gonna have dinner and get some rest. Me too. Can't wait to finally get into bed. I put my phone down and relaxed for a little longer before showering. Today was nice, or maybe finding somebody actually interested in me for once brightened my day. Oh, this seems so nice, and it's probably gonna go real bad. I had dinner, then made sure not to sleep too late. I didn't want to miss my date. Oh, nice, how lovely. I'm gonna be seeing that in my dreams. I don't like it. I don't want to pet that dog. A loud crack of lightning woke me up from my sleep. Seriously? What is up with these dreams? The rain pelted against the metal roofing. It was pleasant, aside from all the thunder. I realized how sweaty I was under my sheets and pushed them off. There's a good breeze coming through my window. I got up, walked out of my room, towards the front door, and cracked the door open. Ooh. It's been too long since there's been a good storm here. I walked out into the veranda and watched the storm silently. The sky occasionally lit up with purple, only the single streetlight preventing total darkness. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. A single streetlight? The power must be out on the other street. Oh, okay. My tired eyes wandered the streets, admiring the cool weather. Oh, that was neat. That was a really nice lightning flash. Huh. Yes? Something better not jump out at me! Quit it! Whoa! Before me was a giant canine-like creature with deep scars over its body. It stood up and barked as I started to back away. Ah, dog! Doggy, no! Don't come in my house, doggy, no! Its claws clattered against the deck as it chased me back inside. Ah! I took a few deep breaths once I slammed the door shut. I'm glad it didn't attack me, but the way it was just quietly watching me. Creepy. Now, Kevin, you better not have nothing to do with that dog. I hid under the covers just thinking about it until I couldn't resist sleep any longer. Dog's out in the rain getting all wet. Ah, dog! Doggy, no! Is it me, or has that thing been getting closer in my dreams? My phone alarm went off. I turned it off. Too early. My sleep schedule is going to be wrecked for weeks. I rolled under the covers, making up for lost sleep. My phone dinged a few times. I sat up and rubbed my eyes groggily as I checked my notifications. Hey, still keen on meeting up? Oh, Meld! The date! The cookies! Of course. Getting ready right now. Okay. See you soon. My frantic footsteps rattled the furniture as I scrambled to get ready. Classic me. Once dressed, I hurried to the park. Aw. The cloudy morning sky was dull and white, with cool morning fog pooling on the ground. Oh, that sounds lovely. It was nice outside, brisk. I drew in a deep breath and enjoyed the fresh air. It's been a while since I've been out. With everything that's been happening, I've been too depressed to leave the house much. I looked up at the sky and rubbed my shoulders anxiously. The park's surprisingly empty. Probably due to the wet weather and how early it is. Magpies sang quietly in the trees above me. The birds love it here. I gotta go back and figure out what was going on with that bird and the knife. They're so carefree. Wish I could feel that way again. I looked around for Kevin. The fog made it difficult to see. Hey! I froze at the sudden loudness. The park became dead silent as they called out to me. Espoir! It's me, Kev! Eh? Oh! Happy! How adorable! I twisted around to see Kevin waving to me excitedly. They were at the park's pretty gazebo. Oh. It's been redecorated. Was that what he's been painting? Normally I'd see couples fighting over it. Luckily nobody was here today. I hurried over to him. He's so excited and energetic. Real puppy dog energy. Huh? So much so that if he had a tail, it would probably be wagging side to side right now. Oh, he's so cute. I laughed a little as I imagined it. Gosh dang it, he's precious! He's precious, how could this turn bad? Precious puppy dog boy, what's going on with your nails? Seeing him settled my nerves, and I sat down opposite him with a smile. His cheerfulness was awfully infectious. Is there even a gleam on his belt? Vol, apologize for being late. Sorry I was late. It's really early for me. I didn't manage. Oh, the little things that are shiny and popping off are adorable. Don't worry about it. I'm just happy you showed up. Aw. I can't stop looking at this thing that just popped up. Is that supposed to be there? I got you something. Really? Blue roses? I love him. Your Honor, I love him. He is precious. He hands me a bouquet of roses. I picked out your favorite color. Decline? Who are you? Gimme. What? You actually got them? I'm sorry, Kevin. Will you marry me? I've only known you for 3 days? I suspect you might be some kind of shadow dog stalking me in my dreams, but will you accept my hand in marriage? Yeah, of course. Thank you. I excitedly took them. I couldn't help but have a stupid grin on my face as I looked at them. Flowers. For me. And I didn't have to die. I don't have any roses for you. I got cookies. I got cookies, though. You like cookie? Oh, wait. Can he eat chocolate? Kevin tilted his head and let out a small laugh. No worries. I didn't expect any flowers. I just thought you'd like it. I put the bouquet to the side. I do. I'll just have to get you some roses next time. He giggled and wrapped a stray hair around his ear. Next time? We sat there, just looking at each other for a moment. We're both a little awkward, it seems. So, Kevin broke the silence. How's life been going for you, Espoir? How's life? So ornery. It's been pretty boring. I lowered my voice. And lonely, too. I tried to laugh it off. Kevin gave me a sweet, sympathetic smile. I understand. It can be hard to connect with people. I'm here for you now. I hope I can help you out, even if just a little. I smiled back at him. Thank you. Oh, almost forgot. I baked us some cookies, yeah! Aw, that's so sweet. They're chocolate chip and macadamia. He bit his lip. His teeth are pretty sharp. I shouldn't, but they look great. They took one and gave it a bite. Oh, I love it. I like to bake too. Kevin finished the cookie quickly. Can you eat chocolate? I just want to make sure you're safe. Make some cookies together sometime. I'd like that. Aww. If I had a nickel for every time there was a scruffy blonde guy who liked to bake cookies, I'd have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
How do you keep yourself busy? Other than bacon. I like to play video games. I really enjoy video games. I like to play this game where you survive against a killer and you have to fix stuff in order to survive. It's pretty fun. Some of the time. That does sound fun. I don't play much, but I'd love to hang out with you and watch you play. Oh. I guess I'll have to get you into gaming then. Well, I could try. Actually, I do play hunting games. Are there still hunting games? Like, the most hunting games I remember are the ones at the arcade with the big old guns. Cool. You'd be good as a killer then. Don't say that. Oh. It's like hunting, but, people instead of animals. A spy in the game? Would you kindly shut up? Let's not talk about that. You don't know what kind of game this is. Kevin bursts into laughter. Wow. I'm glad no one's around to hear this out of context. Oh. I laughed. Yeah. Hey. Hey, you. What are you doing down there, little guy? Hello. Kevin was getting kinda sweaty. They suddenly stood up. Sorry. Gotta use the bathroom. Ah. I nodded, and he quickly walked towards the block of toilets. Why is your little dude poking out like that?
Phrasing.
They're taking a while. I looked around the park as I waited. It was still pretty foggy, and I could hear the growls of distant thunder. Oh no! It's going to rain soon. I can't just wait here all day. Where the bloody heck is he? My dude! I left my seat and walked towards the toilets. Kevin? Ah! Hey! I jolted as they appeared out of nowhere. Fluff, he can be sneaky for a big guy. Sorry I took so long. Where? I gawked at him. They were sweaty, messy, and out of breath. Was he... what were you doing? You running laps? Or something? He looked at himself. Someone was walking their dog and I said hello. He pointed at his pants. They were indeed covered in fur. Oh. Oh, thank God. I swore they were doing something really fluffing weird in the bathroom for a second. Oh. I laughed a little as I looked at him. You're a mess. He laughed. Yeah, sorry. They grinned at me. Maybe I could come over and clean up at your place. Uh-oh. It started to rain. Oh. Well, actually, you could get a good wash right here. We both laughed. He slowly moved his hand towards mine. I sucked in a deep breath. Should I invite him over? Oh. That's so cute. Yay. No. Oh, he's so cute. It's unbelievably adorable. So, do not invite strangers that you met on an online dating app into your home. Because they are still strangers. But I'm going to invite this cute stranger into my home, so yay. Let's go. I held his hand, and he squeezed my hand gently. I imagine there are probably a few tiny red flags hovering above him. However, him, cute and adorable and sweet, but still a stranger that you should not invite into your home. I need love, and it's not like I'm getting it anywhere else. I sighed out a shaky breath, then squeezed their hand back. I know you've got work today, but do you want to come back to mine for a bit first? He beamed at the question. Really? You want to come home? With me? Kevin laughed. I'm so happy I didn't scare you off. I haven't done this before, actually. They haven't gone on a date? Where to? Oh, he's so happy. Actually, I don't live far from here. We held hands and walked in the rain back to mine. We were both excited and walking fast. I unlocked the door and let us inside. I grabbed a towel for us to dry ourselves off with. I made way to the lounge room and threw the towel on the coffee table. He sat on my couch and I joined him. Gonna get dog hair on the couch. He looked at me excitedly, making me glance off sheepishly. So, what did you want to do? Video games! I slowly turned back to face him. His eyes were big and wide. Cuddle? Kiss? I'm feeling a cuddle. I'm feeling more video games and ranting about anime, but could I just... I rested my head against his chest, and his eyes relaxed. Of course. They wrapped their hands around me and gently pat the back of my head. We're having such a tender moment. Is this good? I closed my eyes. He kissed the top of my head affectionately. We cuddled for a little while. Do you want to take a nap together? They nodded. Sure. Bed? Yeah. Whoa. Kev suddenly picked me up without warning. You're stronger than you look. Oh no. He squeezed me affectionately. Oh. He carried me to my room and gently lowered me onto my bed. It was humid from the rain, so I took off my shirt. Kev took off his clothes too. Your undies, are they bone? Oh, adorable. Cute, right? I looked him over. They had big scars that wrapped over their body. They were pretty deep. Ooh. Did you get, attacked by a dingo and thought it was pretty cool or something? What could have possibly done that? A croc, maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh no, big cute man is in my bed. He got in bed, facing me. He's just staring at me. A big spoon or little spoon? You're gonna be the little spoon. Move over. Oh. They grinned. Little spoon, please. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I said. He turned around, and I wrapped my hands around him and rested my chin on the top of his head. They were really nice and warm. I closed my eyes. Kev kept shifting, and his bun kept touching my face and waking me. That has got to be uncomfortable. I undid his bun. Huh? I rubbed my eyes sleepily. Uh-oh. 2 dog ears appeared on his head, out of nowhere. Oh!
I think I wanna touch him.
He rolled over sleepily and touched the top of his head. That's gotta be uncomfortable to have your ears wrapped up like that. They yawned. Did you take my hair tie out? I mean, I don't care. I've dated worse. His expression matched my own once he was properly awake. Oh. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Please don't bite me. My eyes looked over his form, his ears. Tail? Then back at his scars again. He has tail?
Jackpot!
That stray dog last night. The coat and scars matched up exactly. He's the dog? Well, now we know exactly what the dog doing. He's flirting with me. I don't care. He was watching me last night. Am I losing it? I sat up and slipped one foot out of the bed, preparing for my escape. Now you know that's not what you did, Espoir. You Inuyashed him. You grabbed his ears and went squeak, squeak. They noticed immediately. Their movements became parallel to mine. Where's the option to say this is absolutely fine? Wait, Espoir. I slowly got up out of bed, watching him cautiously. As I made a run for it, he tried to grab my arms, but I slipped out of his grip. Stop! Oh, no, I don't want to run. I closed the door on him and held it shut. Please, give me my hair tie back. We can talk. You were that dog last night, watching me, weren't you? They gave up trying to reason and started to yank open the door instead. I couldn't keep the door shut any longer. Oh no! Why did a health bar pop up? Look, this doesn't have to end in violence or me getting horribly eaten. Just consult the save button. I couldn't keep the door shut any longer. I was too distracted by the health bar that just popped up. I gave up and bolted towards the kitchen for something to protect myself. Ah! What? Before I could even reach the kitchen, he tackled me to the floor painfully. Ouch! They rolled me over and quickly got on top of me, grabbing both of my hands. I just wanted to talk. Get off of me, you freak! He covered his face and growled into his hands. Fluff! This is all going so wrong. Why am I doing this? They looked me over, trying to figure out what to do now. Listen, the both of you, let's just talk. Tail! Little waggy tail! Come on, Espoir, he has a little waggy tail. You can't be mad at him. He put his hand on my face, covering up my mouth. His mood suddenly switched from sadness to anger. This was never going to work out like this. This could totally work! They moved their thumb over my nose and squeezed it shut, cutting off my oxygen. Hey! No! They're gonna kill me! I moved my face from side to side, trying to gasp for air. He wouldn't budge at all. Sorry. I thrashed and clawed at him as my vision started to tunnel. Ah! 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 I woke up on my couch. Kevin was sitting beside me, his legs relaxed on my coffee table. You got little paw prints on your shoes. Aww. My wrists and ankles were bound with duct tape. And the health bar came back. My cry for help was muffled by the wad of tape covering my mouth. He was wearing motorcycle gear now. I glared at them as they turned to face me. You're up. Good. You're not mad at me, are you? Kevin ripped the tape off of my mouth and pulled me to my feet. I think he's mad at me. Cute! I'm glad you're okay. I've got work. You need to pack. What? No. Pack? What? You need to leave. Now.
Break yourself, fool!
Oh, shoot! He's packing heat. Please. Well, at least he said please. Why? He undid his jacket and pulled out a gun. My eyes were glued to it as they waved it in my face. This can't be happening. I'm being stuck up by a dog man. I just wanted to cuddle and play video games. His attitude had completely changed again as he grew impatient. I'm not going to ask again. My jaw dropped as they cocked their gun, preparing to shoot me. Now, if you shoot me, you still won't be getting what you want. Okay. Good. He quickly calmed down. They followed me closely around the house as I packed a bag full of things I needed or just really wanted. Lockpicking kit? Ooh. Phone? Most likely I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere with no reception, so lockpicking kit. I picked up the lockpicking kit. Could come in handy. What are those? I turned to him. He really doesn't know what this is? You should always tell the truth. Unless yours or somebody's life is in danger. Lie. They're toothpicks. He giggled. I almost jumped as he grabbed my wrist and ripped the kit from my hands. Hey! You little fluffing liar. Yeah? You little fluffy, kidnapper? He stuffed it in his pocket. Hey, it's still coming with us. I'm bringing this chocolate. I was worried if you had a chocolate allergy, but now I'm gonna bring it. I side-eyed him. He's sort of a dog. I mean, he still ate the cookie. I stared at the big block of baker's chocolate in my fridge. And also, who's to say that chocolate's for him? It could be for me to calm my nerves. Maybe he's allergic too. I picked it up. You know, I have stuff for baking at home, right? I just really want this chocolate. Kevin looked me over for a moment before crossing his arms and squinting at me. How come? Because I am a lady and ladies love chocolates. His tone was low and dangerous. You're suspicious of my chocolates? I turned back to the fridge and put the chocolate back quickly. Good choice. That's gonna cost you some demerits, Kevin. You're not gonna let me have my chocolate? That is my emotional support chocolate. I sighed and zipped my bag up, then put it on my back. I'm done. They shoved the gun back in my face again. Okay, Espoir. Now, you're gonna be a good girl for me. They pulled out a leash from their jacket and tied it to my hand. We're going for a walk. I wouldn't recommend trying to do any running. You might just trigger my prey drive. Oh yeah, I guess. I also wouldn't recommend trying to get help. No one will believe you. It's raining heavily outside, so I doubt we'd be seeing anyone anyway. Got it? They smiled at me confidently. Stay calm. Stay calm. You'll get him eventually. But for now, stay calm. I need to stay calm. I sucked in a deep breath and exhaled. Okay. I'll be good. For now. That's right. Kevin turned into a dog and grabbed the other end of the leash with his mouth. Oh, is it gonna look like I'm taking him for a walk? Wait. Are you threatening me just so I'll take you for a walk? Is this all you wanted, Kevin? They pulled and tried to lead me, but I was frozen. They turned sharply and growled at me. Okay! He walked me to the front door. I opened it and we left the house. How long has he been watching me as this weird dog thing? We cut through the park, then into an alleyway between two forgotten buildings. Oh. His bike was parked in the dark alley. Where the fluff was he taking me? They let go of the leash and transformed back into a dog person. He tied his hair up, and then his animal features suddenly disappeared. Oh, okay. They started digging through the saddlebags on his bike. I rubbed my arms nervously. Where are we going? Work. He handed me a large old jacket. Put it on. I looked at the jacket with a frown. Rain's gonna hurt at the speed I go. I reluctantly put the jacket on. They put gloves on my hands, and then their own. Where's the helmet? Oh, okay. He grabbed a helmet from one of the saddlebags and presented it to me. Cute! I picked your favorite color. Why cat ears? And why did the health bar pop up again? Cat ears? Really? Or are they fox ears? I let out a dry laugh. Hush! They chuckled and shoved the helmet over my head a little too rough. He quickly did up my helmet and went back to the saddlebags. He grabbed his own helmet. It also had cat ears. I bursted into laughter, and they slammed my visor shut. Shut it! I think it's cute. He pulled out a cloth and handed it to me. In your mouth. Fine, but I'm gonna be so rebellious in the next playthrough. Okay. I slowly put the cloth to my mouth and stuffed it in. They smiled and rubbed up and down my shoulder. Good job. It was hard to breathe with the helmet on and cloth in my mouth. I had to try my best to slow my breathing and try not to panic. Kevin held my hand tightly and swung his leg over the motorcycle. Up! He patted the seat. I lifted a leg over and sat behind him. He looked at me through the mirror. I know you're nervous. They rubbed up and down my thigh, and I squirmed. But everything's gonna be okay, if you're good for me. They grabbed something out of their pants. Hands around me. I put my hands around him, then felt something around one hand, then the other. Did you tie me together? Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good idea. Then my hands were pulled together uncomfortably. I shifted anxiously and tried to pull my hands back. Calm down. It's just to keep you secure while I'm riding. He put on his helmet. I heard the jingle of keys, and then the click of them being put in ignition. G'day, Stevie-O? Kevin's body tensed up as someone walked down the alley. Uh-oh. I turned and looked at the stranger. My visor was too dark for him to see my face. Don't do anything. Why is that trembling like that? I still want to hold. I still want to stay calm and see what's going to happen. I stayed quiet. Kevin had a gun. What could one stranger do? Kevin was quiet for a moment before waving back. Good day to you too, mate. He ignited the engine and moved onto the road. Shoot! Oh well. I heard the spark of a speaker coming to life in my right ear. Good girl. Cool, he's got a speaker in the ear. Oh, that's neat, so he can still berate me. I'll put some music on for us. Suddenly booming into my ears made my skin crawl. Is that a thing? I didn't know they had those. That's neat. Oh yeah, I'm being kidnapped. Music started playing. A fun city pop song about loneliness. I love city pop. I might have enjoyed it, but coming from him, it made me feel sick. They drove recklessly, speeding, going through red lights, and dodging through cars. I waited for them to get pulled up so this could all be over, but nothing came out of it. I felt my safety dwindling as the roads went from countless vehicles to just us. We were out of the city in no time. The rain had picked up. He wasn't lying about it hurting. There was virtually nothing out here except dead roos on the side of the road. Aw. I have no idea where we're going. We drove for hours. The bike slowed down, and I sat up and looked around to see a tourist attraction. The big dingo, of course. He's seriously stopping? The speakers crackled to life once again. I was thinking we could stop somewhere and take a photo. No, dear, I'm not in the mood for a photo. For the memories. Yeah, the memories. Don't worry, Kevin, I won't be forgetting this anytime soon. We can take a break and stretch our legs, too. Once we stopped, they broke my restraints and patted my thigh. Up. I got up off the motorcycle and checked out the cafe at the attraction. It's not open right now. There's cameras around here, so the helmet stays on. Sorry. Kevin took my hand and led me to the giant statue. Ooh. He pulled out his phone to take a picture. Kevin giggled excitedly while looking at the photos. What do you think? Honestly, I would probably make fun of his poor composition, but it's okay. I tried to speak through the cloth. It's okay. You're right. It's perfect. We should do this again sometime. Kidnapping? I don't think so. They grabbed my shoulder and gave me a small squeeze. Alrighty, let's get back to it. We returned to his motorcycle and got on. He put new zip ties on my hands, and we got back on the road. Gosh darn it, Kevin! Kevin! Ooh. Wait. Ah! Oh no! Thank you for playing the demo. Cool. This gallery screen is adorable. Pony. Killer dingo.
Sorry for being insane. It will happen again.
Since this guy is a pupper who's been staking me out, what happens if I don't text him? I don't know. I doubt they're really interested. Oh, I'm not interested. And maybe I'm not either. Not really in the mood to be kidnapped by a big, adorable dog boy. No likes. Keep trying. I unliked him, then put my phone down. Tears started to fall down my face. This is fine. I sniffled. I'll be fine. I'm going to get through this. My heart started to race. I really didn't think I'd get so emotional over this. I wiped the tears from my face. I'll find someone eventually. Huh? Oh, come on! What? Yes? What? Oh no! The health bar! My nose was bleeding, and my head started to throb badly. And a health bar showed up. Ow! What? I felt as if I had been hit. I sucked in a deep breath to try and calm myself. What? Instead, I sneezed blood all over myself. What the fluff? Who has the audacity? What is happening? What the fluff? My thoughts exactly. Ah! Quit it! The sense of impending doom urged me to call an ambulance. I quickly grabbed my phone. It only showed a white screen and refused to work. The room started spinning. Oh no, my health bar! My chest started to ache as my heart thumped faster and faster. I cried out as my skin started to feel hot, like it was being seared by invisible flames. Am I being electrocuted somehow? There was rattling and banging on my front door. Someone was desperately trying to get in. It was the least of my worries. Ah! I looked around me, scared and confused, as I became breathless. I clutched my chest and collapsed onto my bed.
Ah!
Well, shoot!
You died. You were heartbroken.
You know, I kind of figured something like that would happen, but I had no idea that something like that would happen. Are you staying dingo safe?
Ah!
Okay, let's ask a bit more about some of these questions about the mysterious Kevin. What's that cat doing? Is that your cat?
Tell me more about your cat.
Killer?
They named their cat Killer? Aw.
I changed my thing to my color to purple and crocodiles, and now his picture is purple. Cute! Some jerk dumped him in the park I work at. Caught him red-pawed, thieving the berries I foraged. Are those berries? Is that berries, or did he help you out with a meal?
They sent a photo of Killer, covered in dirt and quite cranky. Oh, it's probably going, meow, meow, unhand me, human. Oh, wait, you're not a human.
Berry juice all over his face kinda looked like blood.
Oh, I get the name now. I'm really happy he's safe and loved now.
Of course. I would die over and over for him.
Me too, honestly.
What is your work, Kevin, sweetheart? So, what's it like being an electrician? Fun. I've always been good with electrical stuff, so it's pretty easy.
Electrical stuff?
I'm what you would call barely qualified. But I get the job done. Ask about the bike.
Your bike is awesome.
Thanks. I've had it for a while now. It's really special to me. I love that you can go fast, that everything becomes a blur. Reminds me of space.
Been up there?
Are you comfortable riding pillion?
Maybe. I don't know what that means.
Not a fan of going so fast the roads become cheese graters, though.
Yeah.
I don't crash. Famous last words.
How about I consider it, if you consider not speeding?
Deal. So I spent the day baking. I gotta find out what's up with this birds with the knife.
Oh, the birds. I should say hello and give them a small treat.
I walked outside and called out to the magpies.
Aw, birds.
They all flew down and landed around me, cawing happily.
Hello, how have you all been?
I chucked a small amount of birdseed to them. One hopped over to me with something in its beak. It set it down in front of me and hopped away.
Ooh.
I gasped. Bird gift! I want to befriend the crows that are around my house.
Thank you.
I picked it up and inspected it. It's a mini flashlight, and it still works.
Ooh.
Not exactly useful to me, but it was a gift, which meant they really liked me.
Oh, the baby birds.
I sat outside for a while until they all flew away. I did some bird watching today. Sounds fun. What birds did you see? I used to see a lot more birds. Now it's mostly magpies and crows. Let's box it up. Let's do some punching. My old housemate left behind a punching bag under the house. Maybe I could learn to box. Or just get a good workout. Yeah! Pow! 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 I should probably do that. I should probably learn how to box. Instead of just depending on my 30 years of pent-up rage. I went under the house and tried to hit the bag a few times. It didn't move at all. I gotta get some lessons sometime. I took out my phone and searched how to punch. Better than nothing. Using my whole upper body, thumb out, arms up, twist to the side, then swing.
It's dirt simple, my boy. Ball up the fist, reach way back, and assert yourself.
Yeah, like they said in Batman Forever.
The bag actually moved this time. Oh, crap! I hit the bag again until I was totally exhausted. I had no idea I could hit that hard. I wonder if this will be useful later on. I wonder if any of these are useful later on. How was your day, cutie? Nothing much, just an easy day. I learnt to box today. I can punch pretty good. Hehehe. Heck yeah. I went ahead to see if, I made all the same exact choices as before, except choosing to box, to see if learning to box affects anything in later on, and I have the option to choose a photo of a housemate or my boxing gloves. Who is my housemate? Did I have a housemate? Are they going to know that I'm missing? I picked up a photo of my housemate and stared at it. Oh, your old housemate. He was silent for a moment. How do you know that? You know, they hated you. Right? I turned away from him and rolled my eyes. We were friends, actually. He clicked his tongue and tilted his head. Remember when they bailed on you? Leaving you to cover all of the bills on your own? Huh? Now you have to move out, all because of them. I turned away from him and tried to ignore him. That was over a month ago. How long has he been watching me? Oh. You don't need that. He snatched the photo from my hands while I was lost in my thoughts. Give it back! He waved his gun in my face. How about I hold on to it for you? He scrunched it up into his fists before stuffing it in his jacket. The disrespect. Right, what do you say about the actual boxing gloves? I want the boxing bag downstairs. Sorry, mate. Don't think that'll fit my bike. I looked at the floor, angrily. I want my punching bag. Who brings a motorcycle to a kidnapping? Yeah. Oh, don't be so sad. I've got one at home. I sighed and zipped my bag up. Okay, so what happens if I do pick my phone? I grabbed my phone and stuffed it in my pocket. Silly. He ripped my phone out of my pocket. Yeah, I figured. I watched him carefully remove my keychain and pocket it before smashing my phone. The audacity. Did you really think I'd not see you? Yeah, I'll need some runners. Torch or runners? Can I have my torch, then? I grabbed the torch I got from the magpies yesterday. A torch? He laughed. I've got flashlights at mine. It was a gift from the magpies here. I get bird gifts. Oh. Well, I can get you a better one. I shook my head. You cannot seriously be jealous of a bunch of birds. I stuffed the torch in my bag. I sighed and zipped up my bag, then put it on my back. Can I have the runners at least? I like calling them runners. Hee. Thinking of doing some running? Maybe. I shrugged. Well, I'll let you know now, once we get back to mine. Nothing's gonna be in the walking or running distance. I didn't respond. I sighed and zipped up my bag, and then glared at him for the audacity. How dare you be cute? Alright, what happens if I take my journal? I haven't written in my journal for a while. There wasn't exactly a point. Until now. Hey, I've got a date, and hopefully they totally won't kidnap me or anything. Aww. I wrote in my journal about Kevin. I'm hopeful and really excited about our date tomorrow. Pen or journal? Oh, is that a knife pen? Nice. A knife disguised as a pen, a gift from my old housemate. They sharpened it for me, for self-defense. Something I really didn't think I'd need until now. Maybe I could... I grabbed the knife pen and tried to casually put it in my bag. Let me look at that. You don't need to look at that. No? Kevin stuffed his hand into my bag and retrieved the pen. He hummed as he removed the lid, revealing the blade.
Just a letter opener. He chuckled. Not even sharp. Hey, a spoon can be deadly if you're determined enough. What did you think you were gonna do with it? I was gonna stab you. I was gonna stab you if you acted in a way I did not like. I stayed silent. This? What? He swiftly slashed my neck with the letter opener. I pressed my hands to my throat. The pain! My health bar! He stopped laughing and raised his brow at me. Stop that. I shook my head. Come on, you're being so dramatic. Espoir. Kevin sighed and put his gun away. You slashed my throat. How do you expect me to act? He began to wrestle my hands away from my neck. You As soon as he got my hands away, blood squirted from my throat onto him. Ah! That's really deep. Yeah, it kinda is. That sort of thing usually happens when you slit someone's throat, you big, adorable dummy. I didn't mean... He stopped talking and seemed to be completely frozen in place. I tried to free myself, but his grip was getting tighter, and I was getting weaker by the second.
Please.
My voice was rough and quiet. I could barely speak. Started to lose my balance. I looked down to see what was so slippery. Oh, look at that! It's a big old pool of my own gosh darn blood. Gee, thanks, buddy. Wait a minute. Are you blushing? Was that blush? Why are you blushing? My blood? To my horror, it was my own puddle of blood that my feet kept sliding on. That's never going to come out of the wood flooring. If it weren't for Kevin holding my arms up, I'd have fallen over by now. My body quickly grew weaker by the second as I was drained of my life. I felt like an animal on a meat hook, an unwilling witness to my own demise. He just watched me die. Why isn't he doing anything? My legs gave in, but only bent slightly, unable to completely collapse with Kevin still frozen in place, holding me up by my arms. My health bar! My breathing slowed, and my head slumped over. I was taking my final breaths. Ah! I'm so cold. My eyelids became heavy and shut closed as I took my final breaths. Gosh darn it. You died. He didn't mean it. I feel like that could have been avoided, Kevin. Okay. I would think bringing a knife pen would be a good idea, but apparently it was not. So what about the journal? Can I have my journal? He smiled. Your journal? I can't wait to scrapbook together. He snatched it from my hands. Stop taking my stuff! Give it back, right now! Don't read my diary! I glared at him. Later. He put it in his jacket. I rolled my eyes. Butthole. Well, at least I didn't die from it. Does anything happen if I say I like dogs? Wait, were dingoes on there? Dingoes? No dingoes? Dogs. What if I say I like dogs? I like dogs. I love them too. Dingoes are sort of wild dogs. They are. So, you like dingoes? Do I like dingoes? Hold on. Let me research these boyos. Oh. They're super dangerous. Oh. They almost look like Shiba Inus. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I would be just as scared of them as I am of snakes, but they are adorable sweet babies. Who would eat your face? Yes, I do. Heck yeah. They're the best.
Oh, the little keychain.
Also, I made my favorite color black. Let's ask him how he's doing.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. They stretched their arms out. Just finished a big ride down south.
Really? It's so early.
Ugh, it's like 7 a.m. Yep. Watching the sunrise is so lovely. I got you something.
Wow. Pretty black roses.
I've heard that real black roses are actually just like really, 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 really a dark shade of red. I picked out your favorite color.
Oh yeah, what happens if I decline them? No thank you. I laughed. I don't like roses.
Oh.
He quickly puts them aside.
Sorry. I guess I have to get to know you better.
I nodded. We sat there, just looking at each other for a moment.
Compliment him. You do look pretty adorable. Your nails are on point.
Hey, you look great. He blushes and gives me a huge, almost terrifying grin.
Aw, you're too precious.
His eyes scanned over my body.
You look really good too.
I laughed awkwardly. Thanks.
Tell him he's being too loud. Aw.
Hey, can you quiet down? That was a little embarrassing.
Oh, sorry.
He gave me a small smile.
I was just really excited to see you.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I tried to give them a smile back, and they nodded.
What's the deal with that belt? Why is it so shiny?
I became sidetracked as I looked him over. I like your belt buckle. Is it a rue?
Oh, really? Thanks. My best friend and I got matching ones. It's like a friendship bracelet. They refused to wear an actual friendship bracelet.
Aww. They laughed and rolled their eyes. I like friendship bracelets.
Ask about your friend? Who's your friend? You have other friends?
I smiled. What's their name?
Oh, Moira. She's great. Crazy about nature and stuff. I should have them over sometime and properly introduce you to.
I like friendship bracelets. That's cool. I'd wear a friendship bracelet. Their face lit up.
I can make you one.
I grinned.
I can make it in your favorite color.
I'd really like that. Thanks.
To be honest, things have been pretty hard. I died of just a broken heart in one ending.
You know, it's going. That's for sure. I let out a dry laugh.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you. I have a spa bath at my place.
He chuckled and gave me a shrug.
Doesn't fix stuff, but it's made life just that little bit more bearable.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll have to come visit. They gave me a big grin. Oh, almost forgot. I baked us some cookies. Eee!
What does he think of a taxidermist?
I like taxidermy. Haha.
That's cool.
I mostly collect bones and stuff.
Me too.
Really? He nodded happily. Oh. I pulled out my phone and went through my gallery.
Cool. I mean, if I lived in such a place, I would probably do the same.
This is my favorite find. I faced my phone screen to them, and they lean in for a better look. It's a canine skull. It's weirdly big and has all of these marks all over it. Teeth are messed up too.
Is there a bullet rattling around inside the skull?
What? How did you know that?
It was once mine. This is such a crazy coincidence.
It really is. Oh, snap. I can't believe that. I laughed.
Where did you find it?
I got it from a deceased estate sale years ago. Oh. They looked away, completely lost in thought. I feel like this has to be... They cut themselves off, and we sat in uncomfortable silence for a moment. You dropping lore, Kevin? Got some lore? The hairs on my back lifted up. I was beginning to feel a little weird. Sorry. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I'll have to show you all the bones at my place sometime. I nodded. Yeah, that'd be nice. Why is he acting weird? Oh, the deceased... Probably family. What if I say I'm an artist? I like art. Kevin grins. I'm pretty crafty myself. I've seen. We should make something together sometime. Sure. I've been getting into wood burning. I even built something to do it. Makes the wood look like it's been struck by lightning. Cool. Sounds interesting. I'm excited to see it in action. I can't wait to show you.
Hi.
Adventurer? That's a lie. I like adventure. The outdoors and long drives. Nature is really special to me. Kevin lights up. I love the outdoors too. Oh, that's... I work at a national park, actually. I could bring... He paused and frowned. Oh. Sorry I cut you off. I got a bit too excited. They laughed awkwardly. It's fine. He smiled and waited for me to speak. What do you do there? Didn't know there was so much electricity in the forest. Yeah. Well, I'm sort of a handyman for the place. I do lots of stuff there. I fix things mostly, but I also help out with some ranger duties. They were getting breathless as they continued to tell me about their work. Sometimes I even help out lost tourists. That's really nice of you. He grinned. I was going to say I could totally bring you along if you'd like. Oh, okay. That would be awesome. Alright, what if I say no? What if I say no? No, I'm going to be smart for once and not invite a stranger to my home. Sorry, baby. I took a few steps back and rubbed my arm anxiously. I was feeling weird. I had fun, but I think I'm gonna head home now. With me, right? No? Are you sure about that? They flicked something metallic in their pocket, and I looked down. Yes, it's a screwdriver. You frightened me with that sudden animation. What are you gonna do with that screwdriver, my good buddy? It was his screwdriver. I stared at it for a moment, confused, until I realized how incredibly sharp the tip was. Are you threatening me with a sharp screwdriver? What? Did he just threaten me? I looked back at them. Their previously sweet smile was now contorted into a sneer. I take a step back. De-escalate or tell him off? Well, I am quite offended at this moment, so I will tell him off. I will give him what for. What the heck is your problem? Why does everyone always treat me like crap? Like I'm not even a person. I'm so tired of this. Listen, dude, I was ready to throw myself at your feet until you started, with the whole kidnapping thing. Without properly thinking, I shoved them. They didn't move an inch. Cute. Stay the fluff away from me, freak. Alrighty, mate. See you later. I rolled my eyes. Fluff off. I gave them the middle finger as I started speed-walking out of the park. I turned my back a few times to see Kevin staring me down as I left.
I rushed home, stunned and confused over the weird and scary interaction. Why did he suddenly just switch up like that? He got that dog in him. Were they always planning that, or what if I did bring him home with me? I shook my head. I didn't want to think about it. I noticed the further I got from them, the more and more birds I could hear again. It was like they were avoiding him. Magpies! Magpies, help! As soon as I got to my house, I slammed the door shut and locked it. Maybe make a few phone calls, let everyone know exactly where you are and what happened. I crawled into bed. I considered calling the police, but I knew they were useless in general, but also specifically in these situations. I blocked Kevin and deleted the app. I was done. Alone. Again. I need to keep myself busy. Relax or distract? Blaze it up or doom scroll? Well, doom scrolling never really helps, so let's relax. Probably not the best choice to get high right after almost being held hostage. Fluff it. Snoop! Snoop, I need your powers! Relax. And I'm not going to let that butthole ruin my whole day. I got out of bed and entered my bathroom. I filled the tub with nice hot water. I grabbed everything I needed and then got in and groaned. The water was really nice. I put my music on max and smoked. I felt so much better. My eyes shut slowly as I enjoyed the bath. Better not be. Gosh darn it! My doorbell rang. I was too high for this crap, and naked, and in my nice tub. I ignored it. It's not important. It rang again, and I turned my music up. I gritted my teeth. For Fluff's sake! It finally stopped, and I resumed relaxing in the tub. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, sure do hope nobody burst down the door. Gosh dang it! The bathroom door rattled, and my heart sank. What the fluff? I quickly hopped up out of the bath, splashing water everywhere as I bolted over to hold the lock in place. No! I wasn't fast enough. The door crashed open onto me, and I was knocked on my booty cheeks. Tail! Also, no, intruder! Is that a fluffing tail? I looked up to see Kevin hovering over me, sneering. My jaw dropped. My heart was pounding so fast that my lungs could barely keep up with it. How dare you? He looked around the room and hummed before turning off my speaker. How dare you interrupt my lady time? I smell marijuana. Busy smoking pot, espoir? I just stared at them and held myself. Too high to even answer the door. Kevin jabbed my arm, and I crawled backwards further into the bathroom. I felt like a very stoned and cornered rat, and the health bar shows up. What do you want? I want you. There's better ways to do that. You're doing so well. They grabbed my arm and pulled me to them. I screamed and pulled away. He growled like a dog. Shut your mouth, calm down, and come with me. I wasn't sure what else I could do in my state, so I let him take my arm. I was dragged into my lounge room. They sat me down on my couch and then got comfortable themselves. Did you even let me dry off? Close your eyes and try to sober up. We've got an 8-hour ride to do. 8 hours? Ride to where? Work. I felt like I was losing my mind. I don't... Hush and close your eyes. Tears started to prick at my eyes, and I closed them before I could cry. They were right. I needed to sober up. For my own sake. Hey, thankfully for you, I'm probably in a very good mood and will not claw your eyes out. My eyes peeled back open at the sound of static coming from my TV. I winced as he flicked through static. The TV doesn't work here. I shut my mouth as they raised their hand. Without taking his eyes off of the TV, he lowered his hand and patted my thigh condescendingly. One channel's gotta work. His ears perked up once he switched onto a channel with enough reception. A news channel. I could barely see anything over the fuzzy static. Warning, stray dogs, yes. I listened. The recent barrage of stray dog attacks has locals on edge. Avoid aggressive, uncollared dogs. The static kept taking over. Large dog, doing most attacks. My stomach sank. I glanced at them to see that they were staring at the TV just as intently. His lips were curled into a little smile. I jolted at the breaking news alert. A body was found. Along a highway south. Unidentified. There was a picture of a shallow grave. I was too afraid to look at Kevin's face. That was fast. They turned the TV off, and I tried to slow my breathing. I closed my eyes. So, how are you feeling now? Miserable? Terrified? Hopeless? Very, very angry, and those 30 years of pent-up rage are coming back? I'm less stoned. Perfect. He yanked me by the arm off the couch. Okay, Espoir. Grab a bag. Pack necessities. What if I refuse? I'm not helping you. I glared at him. He sneered at me and put his gun away. I'm high and I'm mad. I tried to stand my ground as he approached me. They towered over me and gave me a big toothy grin. His teeth are fluff and sharp. I would really like you to come along with me, but you've been a real pain in the butt today. So, ripping out your throat isn't entirely off the table. He suddenly fisted the side of my hair and yanked me painfully to him. Ow! I gasped as he pressed his teeth against my neck. No! Ah! He dragged his teeth along my neck before sinking them into my skin. Ah, don't bite me! Don't bite me, doggy, don't bite me. Stop! I'll do it. Again, if you kill me, you won't be getting what you want. Kevin pulled away. They looked at me with wide, dangerous eyes and a manic grin. He looked at the fear in my eyes and laughed. Good. Now, get packing. He followed me closely around the house as I packed a bag full of things I needed or just really wanted. Oh yeah. Cool knife? Or the skull? There's a lot of variety in this game. Well, I have a feeling that he's probably not going to let me keep the knife. Or I have a feeling he's probably going to want me to take the skull, so let's do the knife first. I pointed at my decorative knife. I could definitely use this. Can I take this? It was really expensive. Sure, but I'm holding on to it. He stuffed it into his jacket. Hold on, what about the skull? What do you say about the skull? I opened the display cabinet, holding my skull. Wait. I turned and gave him a blank stare. Sorry, but you're not taking that. Why not? He snatched the skull and tossed it on the floor, then crushed it under his boot. What is this lore? He quickly grabbed the bullet from inside the skull and stuffed it into his jacket. Oh, was that evidence? Seriously? As I said earlier, I've got plenty of skulls at home for you. What does this mean? Well, fine. I'll grab my baking supplies then. I grabbed some of my nicest bowls and spatulas for baking. Something to help me keep my sanity. He grinned. We can bake with my supplies. Don't worry about that. I nodded and put it back. Can't have anything around here. I know I said I didn't want to hurt you, but you were just so rude earlier. I need to do something so that can't happen again. What? Hey, you had the audacity. He grabs my wrist and drags me into the kitchen. Please. Ah. They pinned me against the counter in front of the sink. I tried to turn and look at him. He grabbed my hand and put my middle finger in his mouth. Oh, come on! What are you doing? The pressure of his teeth started to hurt. Wait! Wait. Not again, not again, not again, not again! I started to scream, but they covered my mouth and bit down on my finger. Eep! I howled in agony as his teeth effortlessly punctured through my skin, then tendons, and finally, my bone. It happened so fast, half of my middle finger was severed in seconds. Okay, that's not as bad as eyeball stuff or swallowing knives or anything, but I'd rather not get my finger bitten off again. Ah, well, at least you left me a stub. Fine, I'll flip you half of a bird then. They lowered my hand into the sink where the blood poured down the drain. My eyes were wide and mortified as I looked at my hand. There's so much blood.
She just ate!
We should have put newspapers down. I'm sorry. I hear that phrase and I instantly have to go into a quote. My face was ice cold, and my stomach twisted as bile rose up my throat. He moved his hand away from my mouth and grabbed a tea towel. What is a tea towel? I hissed as he wrapped it around my finger and put too much pressure on it. Put it back! I cried out. He rubbed his chin on the top of my head as I sobbed into the sink. Sorry, but it's gone. Please, take me to a hospital. They can put it back on and... Espoir, it's gone. Did you eat it? Did you also eat my finger? After a few moments, he removed the tea towel, then duct taped up my finger. He ate my finger. He done ate it. He chomped it, and then he consumed it. I don't even know if Tate Frost actually ate that finger. But okay. I wept as they hugged me from behind. You're crazy. I mean, he does have that dog in him. They hummed in agreement as they washed the blood off our hands. I could hear them licking my blood off of their lips. Did you learn your lesson? Oh, so now I'm mad. Now I want to be rebellious. Ellipses. I didn't say anything. I sure hope so, for your sake. But we can try again, about 9 more times. He grabbed my wrist and led me back out to the lounge room. Alright, let's do something that probably will not work and grab his gun with our 9 fingers. I'm sick of this fluffing, furry, adorable freak. Fluff you, and the motorcycle you rode in on. I grabbed at his gun and started to pull it from his hands. Place your bets that this is going to end up with a sudden game over. Rage fueled me as I was no longer thinking straight. I wrapped my hands around the barrel and yanked it. Stop! He was starting to panic. Don't stop believing that gun is gonna go off in my face. No! You brought this on yourself. You made me mad. It's fluffing loaded. Don't stop. I didn't listen to any more of his bullcrap. I had a death wish. Up. The deafening bang echoed throughout my house. I looked down to see a hole in my shirt and blood quickly soaking through. No! How did I not know that this would happen? Kevin gasped and pressed their hand to my stomach. Ah! The pain finally caught up with me. It felt like my insides had exploded. I fell backwards, and Kevin watched me, stunned. I'd just be taunting him along the way, like, now you don't get to have me! Ha ha! Why did you do that? Why did you do that? They got down to their knees and applied pressure to my stomach, making me howl in pain again. You nearly ripped out my throat. You bit off my finger. What makes you think that I'm not gonna die from either an infection or blood loss already? You can't do this to me! I heard a knock at my door. Uh-oh. Who is Stevie-O? Is that a person? Hey, is everything okay? I heard a weird sound. Kevin covered my mouth so I couldn't say anything. They leaned right up to my face and whispered. I'm so sorry. This wasn't meant to happen. I need to leave. I watched him sneak out my back door and run away. Fluffing coward! Everything's happening so fast. I'm really going to die. My entire body throbbed in horrible pain. I'm so cold. My vision was fading in and out. Well, you died. You had enough of it. Yeah, interrupting my lady time, bursting in my bathroom, chomping off my finger, not appreciating my cookies or my skull. I didn't try crying. I can't take this anymore. Please. I started to cry. I'm sorry. I can't help it. My booty's too cute. Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to go. He tilted his head and gave me a sympathetic smile. Kevin put the gun away and sighed. I flinched as he pulled me into a hug and rubbed circles into my back. I was too upset to do anything more than just cry. They hummed. You look so good when you tremble. My scared little dingo. I shivered as he whispered into my ear, then gave me a small kiss on my cheek as he pulled away from me. I rubbed my arms nervously. I don't want to go to your work. That's too bad then, mate. He handed me a large old jacket. Put it on. I said I don't want to. Why is it shaking when I could say it's nice? I like the ears, I said quietly. I mean, I do. He grinned. I'm so glad you like it. I can get you gear to match it, too. I just had no idea what your size was. Yeah. They put the helmet over my head and shut the visor. What happens if I don't put the gag in my mouth? Hee. How's it gonna make me do that? I shook my head. No? Sorry, but I don't have time for this. He snatched the cloth back and grabbed the rim of my helmet. They forced the cloth into my mouth. Yeah, I figured. I coughed and almost puked. It was hard to breathe with the helmet on and cloth in my mouth. Hey, is that guy gonna do anything to help me? Hey, you, help! Help! I struggled and sucked in a breath to scream at the top of my lungs. Dang it! The engine ignited with a roar and completely muffled my scream. Dang it! We got into gear and sped out onto the road. I heard the spark of a speaker coming to life in my right ear. Don't, Fluffing, try that again. Fluffing, try that again. Got it. His voice suddenly booming into my ears made my skin crawl. Ah! Ew! They yanked one of my fingers to the side so harshly, it popped painfully, making me cry out. This is not date boyfriend behavior. He chuckled through the speaker, then growled and sighed. I squeezed my eyes shut and took deep breaths. You butthole! Oh yeah, going all the way back, what if I just distract myself instead of blazing it up? I wonder how fires are started. I researched how to start fires. What? Huge wildfires have started from just a tiny cigarette butt on a patch of grass that was dry enough. Batteries and electrical equipment can overheat and burst into flames. I hate that. Lenses, glass cups, and even windows on unfortunate angles have caused massive house fires. Ah! Lightning can cause fires naturally. Ah! My doorbell rang. I put my phone down and sucked in a deep breath before getting up. I nervously approached the front door. Dog? Was that a bark? Oh, but ah! It's that big fluffing dog. You're not gonna. How did he ring the bell? Did the doggo ring the bell? It's that big fluffing dog again. It was like a Shiba Inu on steroids. Yeah, they kind of do look like Shiba Inus. The dog was fortunately less terrifying in the day. Its ears flipped backwards, and its jaw unhinged, like a snake as it yawned. What the heck? That's a dingo? What the heck is it doing in the city? And why is it so big? Must be a hybrid dog. Yeah, half man, half doggo. I cracked the door open slightly. How the heck did you ring my doorbell? Listen, buddy, I know you're about to bite off my finger and rip out my throat and kidnap me, but you gotta be more considerate, little buddy, little pal, little doggo pupperino. He would get so sick of me calling him a doggo pupperino. It barked at me. I cautiously slid my hand between the gap in the door. It pressed its nose to my hand and sniffed me. It's friendly. Definitely not wild. I don't know. Bring inside! What? No. Alright. I kinda want to bring him inside. But first, I'm gonna see what happens if I do the sane thing and go, no, puppy, go away. Go back home. Go back home and stay off the street. Shoo! I waved my hand at it. Aww. The dog started to whimper and limp on its leg. Oh, now stop. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this. Can't you go anywhere else? Ugh. I shut the door and it whined loudly. Gosh darn it. Listen, buddy. I opened the door to go outside and it pushed through the door and got inside. Actually, yeah, I have seen dogs strong enough and big enough to push the door out from somebody. Hey! It eagerly ran inside, without a single limp. You little... I heard it climb up on my sofa. Great, wet dog on the couch. This day could not get any worse. Oh, you have no idea. I shut the door firmly, then walked towards the lounge room. Listen, Pupperino, you tricked me, you little... Aw, tail. Aw, but ah! My heart sank. As I turned the corner to my lounge, I saw him, arms behind his head, relaxing on my couch, with a big grin on his face. I did trick you, didn't I? I shivered as he sneered at me. His hair was wet, and he had dog ears and... A tail? What? Kevin? That's my name. What are you? They ignored my question. What do you want? He hummed. I want you. No! A chill crawled up my spine as they said it. They stood up and pulled out a gun from his jacket. No! I shrieked and shielded my face. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hurt you. Just ignore that health bar that just popped up. Alright, so you're gonna be a jerk about it. Okay, what if I do bring him inside? Come on, puppy. It's been outside for a while now. Probably starving. It was raining right now. I couldn't just leave it outside. I sighed. You can come in, but you're having a bath. You stink. Stinky boy. It tilted its head curiously. I opened the door and it slowly followed me inside. Is this gonna end with Kevin in the bath? The dog sat down and watched me patiently as I filled up the bathtub. I patted the side of the tub and it hesitantly hopped in. Oh! I'm more of a cat person, but baby puppy dog. Aw. The water turned to filth immediately as I began cleaning it. Ew. You're incredibly dirty. Must have been on your own for most of your life, huh, buddy? Is Kevin gonna say, hey, I got a pretty sweet deal just being a dog? What the heck, maybe I'm gonna have to stay like this forever. It made a sad whine. It's okay, we'll find you a good home. It rubbed its head against my hand affectionately. The dog was adorable, despite being so big and scary. I kinda wanted to keep it. You know, I've always wanted a dog. It's crazy you come to me today of all days. My days sucked. People are always so rude to me. I met this really cute guy named Kevin and I was totally gonna marry him, but then he started acting weird. I really thought I'd be alone forever. I guess I can still have friends. I mean, that is your whole thing. My terrifying giant best friend who will not betray me. Right? I don't know the whole phrase. I laughed. Why am I having a conversation with a dog? Why aren't you? I guess I'm still pretty shaken up after what happened. I frowned. You'd protect me if any guy tried to threaten me, wouldn't you? I scratched behind its ears and it groans. I remembered my housemate's dog's old collar I could give it. Aw, be right back. You better not be a human when I get back. I left to grab the collar. Its ears backed down when I showed the collar. It's okay. I slowly walked over and petted its head gently. Once it calmed back down, I tried to put the collar on again. Come on, be a good... Ah! Ah! Did you do a bad boy? It had suddenly slipped onto its back and scratched me in the face. What? I shut my eyes and grunted in pain. Crap! My eyes were swelling up and hurting badly. Ah! That really hurt. I rubbed my eyes and cried. How could you do this to me? I trusted you. I trusted you, mysterious black dog. That can somehow ring a doorbell. Also, ah! I gasped as I suddenly felt hands grab me out of nowhere. Oh, hi. Water splashed everywhere, and I was suddenly pulled down into the tub. I tried to get up, but their hands were pressed against my hips, holding me down. What the fluff? There was a dog in here. I grabbed the hands and tried to pull them off of me. Who? The fluff? Are you? Where's my cute doggy? Oh. You can't say anything at all, can you? Kevin? Uh-huh. You got me. Their laughter echoed throughout the bathroom as they rubbed their hands up and down my sides. Hey now. Where's the dog? Where's my doggo Pupperino? He was gonna be my buddy. I tried to look around, but I could barely open my swollen eyes. Kevin giggles. I think you're a little confused. Here. He takes my hand and guides it up to his head. I gasped. You've got flippity-floppity ears? Dog ears? They used my hand to pet their ears. What are you? My heart was thumping. This can't be happening. He hummed, ignoring my question, and moved my hand down to his face. You know, I've never had someone bathe me. It was nice. They gently bit my finger. I yelped and pulled my hand away. Sorry about your eyes. I panicked a little. I really don't like colors. Okay, duly noted. This is unreal. I didn't know how to respond. I felt like I was having a nightmare. Oh, and yes, I would protect you if anyone tried to threaten you. I huffed. I was obviously talking about you. I know. Kevin pushed me off and got up. I tried to climb out of the tub, but he pushed me backwards and wrenched my hands behind my back. They shuffled for a moment. Then I felt my hands being taped together. Not a single sound. Got that, Espoir? Can't we go back to when you were a nice pupper and I was giving you a bath? I felt something cold and metallic pat my cheek. It took me a moment to realize it was the barrel of a gun. Again, you've got claws and fangs that can rend. You can threaten me with a lot less than a gun. My jaw dropped. He has a gun. A dog with a gun in his little paws, saying, "Stick 'em up." They unplugged the bath and walked out of the bathroom. As soon as they left, I tried to pull myself free, but all it did was make my wrists hurt. I heard my washing machine turn on. He's washing his clothes in my home. You know, I would have did that for you. He returned and pressed his face to my chest. What are you... He used his teeth to rip apart my shirt. Oh no! Wait! They ignored me and pulled me to my feet. I shrieked as they pulled down my pants, then tossed them to the floor. Oh no! The shower was turned on and cold water hit me. Oh no, are you going to give me a bath? It quickly warmed up, and I squirmed as they started washing me. Why are you doing this? Well, you bathed me, so I gotta return the favor. All right. That's not what I meant. Oh yeah, the whole, tie me up and stuff. I kept trying to open my eyes, but they were really sore and swollen. Stop trying to open your eyes, or it'll take longer to heal. He tilted the shower up and started to clean himself. I have to do something. Threaten or plead? Listen, buddy. I may be blind, but I've still got pent-up rage. Let me fluffing go. I bit his leg hard, and they quickly stepped back. Ow! You dickhead. Well, you started, you butt booty. You booty face. They kicked me in the chest so hard, I flung backwards into the tile. Ow! Ugh! Oh wait, did I die? Holy cow. Hiya! No dramatic final words, I'm just neck broken. He's probably looking down at my mangled corpse going, ah, crap. You died. He didn't know his own strength. Alright, joke's on you, then. Alright, threatening ended in my demise, so what if I plead? Please, let me go, Kevin. I know you're actually a good boy. Yeah, no, that's not happening, Espoir. I frowned. Stay quiet? Well, that seems to be the only choice I have. I shut my mouth. This was pointless. I wasn't talking my way out of this. The shower turned off, and he got out. He started drying me off with a towel, then wrapped it around me. They put another towel underneath me, then pushed me down. I'll be out for a little while. I heard the rip of duct tape, then my mouth was covered with it. How dare you? Be good. They shut the door and left. I was sore and exhausted. I wanted to cry. I couldn't even begin to process everything that had happened. I just wanted to disappear. I am so tired. Ah! Why? I jolted awake as the door swung open. That was such a pain in the butt. You can't rent a truck. You're in a towel and thongs. His tone was sarcastic, but that was completely reasonable. I have the money. Who gives a fluff what I'm wearing? Or not wearing? He ripped apart the duct tape around my wrists and pulled me out of the tub. They suddenly ripped off the tape on my mouth, and I grunted in pain. Sorry it took so long. Had to buy some new clothes. But now I've got some clean clothes for you. He puts a shirt over me, then hands me some underwear. I quickly put it on. We're matching. Look. I gestured at my eyes. You know, the eyes that you clawed out some time ago? Right. You still can't open your eyes. I shook my head. No, I can't. Kevin grabbed my face and started licking the scratches, making me gag. What the fluff are you doing? I tried to turn my face away, but he was much stronger than me. They finally stopped and laughed at me. I'm just cleaning them. He's so fluffing weird. I tried to stretch my arms, only for him to tape my wrists up again. At least this time he taped them to the front. Ugh. They led me to the living room and sat me down on the couch. What is that loud noise? Just gotta wait for my clothes to dry, then we're off. Oh, and drink this. I shook my head. No. He was quiet for a moment. I could hear food being unwrapped. I guess you aren't hungry either. I bit my lip. I hadn't really eaten at all today. It smelled good. I'm hungry. And thirsty? I reluctantly nodded. They handed the drink to me. I took a cautious sip. Soda. All of it, please? I shook my head. Food first. He chuckled. Fine. They pressed the food to my lips. It was a chip.
Ooh. Oh, right. Chips there mean fries. I tried to take the food from him, but he swiped his hands away. No, I'll feed you. I would have rolled my eyes if I could. I took a bite. It's cute when couples do this. I frowned. Just let me eat in fluffing peace. I finished and he handed the drink back to me. I'm gonna pack a bag for you. You should tell me what you want to keep now. What? But a bag isn't enough. You gotta let me know now, or I'll just make a wild guess. Okay. I told him only necessities. I didn't even bother with anything I might have just wanted. Perfect bag packed. Oh yeah, 'cause I can't see. They sat back down on the couch and turned on the TV. I felt his hand grab the side of my head and pull me down to his lap. I tried to sit back up, but they held my head in place. Try to get some rest. I didn't want to sleep, but I realized my pounding heart had started to slow down. I was getting tired. There was still some cool boots. This is taking forever. Yeah, drying your clothes feels like that. He's really impatient. I sat up and rubbed my wrist. The tape around my hands was gone. You looked uncomfortable while you were asleep, so I removed them for you. He leaned over and picked something off the table. I heard the distinct sound of a lighter being flipped open and the smell of smoke. I turned to face him. You can't smoke inside. They pressed their thumb into the edge of my mouth, slightly poking their sharp nail into my skin. Ow! Don't worry about it. We won't be here much longer. He gently pushed my head to the side and started playing with my hair. I couldn't stay awake any longer. Quit it! Duh. Finally. I groaned as Kevin sat up quickly and woke me up. Sorry, he whispered to me. Oh, how considerate. Go back to sleep. He walked away, and I tried to get up and make a run for it. I got up, but instantly collapsed to the floor. No! Kevin's heavy boot steps quickly approached me. I started to crawl away from the sound of his laughter. What are you doing, silly? They picked me up off the floor. I pushed against them weakly. I was slid into something. There were walls all around me. A cardboard box? Hey! This is really happening. Nobody is coming to help. What does that mean? Ah, scary. I have no idea what's going to happen to me. I couldn't stay strong anymore. Tears started to fall down my cheeks. I tried to crawl out, but I was pushed back in. Espoir, stay. Just take some deep breaths, all right? He took my hand, and I cried out. Is this me completely losing it? Shh. They moved my hand to the top of their head. I felt his hair become fur. He brushed his head against my hand to get me to pet him. That's not gonna help! Why'd you put me in a box? I knew it was Kevin, but it was easy to pretend it was just a dog. I pet his head gently and started to calm down. My eyes grew heavy. You're not gonna be cute and make me forget what you did. That's totally what happened. Kevin! Kevin! You're not just gonna be a pupper and then make me forgive you and make me calm down. Kevin! I was really starting to like Kevin. I really, really liked him until he went all psycho pupper on me. That's just rude. Biting off my finger, interrupting my lady time. We could totally be friends. We could totally make this work somehow. I don't even care that you're a pupper. Well, needless to say, this game will be meant for adult players, as there are some not safe for work things in it. That and, you know, all the murder. But I really like Kevin. I really like what this game is going. This is really well done. There is so much detail and thoughtfulness, and there's just so much to do and so many beautifully drawn CGs. There is a lot in this game, and it's still just a demo. If you enjoyed the video and would like to help my channel grow, like and leave a comment, and I believe the bell icon alerts you when I upload next. Also, if you'd like to see videos that I can't upload to this channel, like the uncensored version of this one, or if you'd like to see any project that I'm working on, be sure to check out one of my 2 Patreons. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.